we're recording.
So this is another one of our mock interviews. This is Lindsay Sander, and she's interviewing for a job as a bartender. So this is interesting because it's slightly different than what we've been doing. You ready?
Yeah.
Hello. Thank you for coming in and expressing interest in wanting to pick up a few shifts at our bar. Just to get started, can you tell me a little bit about yourself?
Well, I went to college. I went all the way up through college and got my psychology degree. But then after that, I realized I wasn't quite ready to go on to do more school, and was found myself interested in more other kind of paths than just going on to school like I'd always thought. And I got interested in bartending just through going to different bars, and found myself always more interested in watching the bartenders than always socializing with my friends and other people. And I figured the way to kind of get my focus off always being interested in the bartenders was to actually learn bartending. And then I just kind of found a natural interest and passion in it, and just really got hooked, and just am ready to totally go into it for a while and take this path for a while.
So what are your thoughts on the bartending lifestyle then? I mean, you seem like the more glamorous when they're helping people and everything, but it's very long hours, a lot of prep work before, not socializing. So what are your thoughts on that?
Like my thoughts on
The longer hours, working, staying after the bar closes to clean up and all that sort of stuff.
Well, I've done long hours before, totally being in charge of a place, so it won't be much of a difference for me having to stay and even do extra. I mean, I just love to be able to take care of everything and make sure everything's taken care of and finished, or all the preps taken care of. I don't want to leave anything unfinished. And I mean, I can just always go when I have something to do. I don't like to stop. I'm just always up and up for it.
So what was that time when you had to work a lot and had a lot of responsibility? What was that position? What were you doing?
I was supervising at a day camp, and I had to get there early in the morning and stay way after. And I was responsible for organizing everything and making sure everyone was taken care of, everyone's needs were met. We had to leave the area clean, especially when we had a lot of crafts that day. It was very important to make sure that was cleaned up.
So that's good. That's good. So, I mean, one of the things about bartending, it's not just mixing drinks, which I can see from your resume you can do and everything, but it's also dealing with people. So, do you consider yourself a very social person, because that's a lot of it is interacting with people?
Yeah, I like to be around people, and I love to meet new people and talk to new people and find out just the different way people view life and live their life. And I love to get to know people. I'm always curious about whoever crosses my path.
Okay, and another part of the job, it's not just interacting with people, but might be you interact with too many people, because there'll be really busy nights, times after games and stuff like that, where a lot of people will be in the bar all vying for your attention. So how do you deal in situations that are very stressful like that?
Well, I just make sure that everyone feels like they've been noticed. I can't deal with a lot of people at once. I can only deal with a few people at a time, and only so many requests for drinks. But it's just don't always be focusing on the one person and the few drinks. Always be looking up and making sure that everyone there notices that you're noticing them. Make eye contact, smile at them, say hey if you've seen them before. So.
And what are your feelings on someone during that busy night ordering mojitos?
I know how to make them. I'm very good. My sister really enjoys the mojitos that I make, and so I've gotten plenty of practice on mojitos.
Okay. And then just another question, because, even the stress, you might even during a very busy night, or even just during a very slow night, you're going to have occasionally these people that are just very unruly. They don't, respect authority. They want, they just want to get a lot of that. How do you deal with those type of people, the very rude, disrespectful people?
Well, I would not be rude back, because that's probably the worst thing I could do to a rude person, because that just prolongs the aggravation. I mean, if they're obviously drunk, I'm not going to serve them another drink. But I also don't want them going out onto the street, so like out of control. So I'd offer them something, try to get them to sit down, calm down, like have some Coke, have some water. Just try to run something else through their system for a while and see if they can calm down. If not, if they're just being absolute assholes to me, I'll go grab or make sure a manager can take care of them for me so I can get back to the respectful guests.
And also, kind of changing this topic now to the subject of managers. How do you deal with managers, someone who's above you and you're kind of responsible to, and what do you consider the best qualities in a manager?
Someone who knows how to give directions and is very communicative about what they want done. I don't like abstract details. If I get something that I'm not certainly clear, like it's open-ended of things I can do, I ask for clarification because I want to be sure I do what they want, because I'm there for them to get done what they need, and so I just want to make sure I'm able to take care of everything that they need.
Okay, good. So I noticed on your resume you're a little light on experience. So what was your experience in the bar system, and how do you feel that your experience does prepare you for this job?
It's true. I haven't had much professional bar experience. I get behind the bar at Azul Ultra Lounge probably once a week. I get back there, make a few drinks, talk with the actual bartenders there, and have them help me out, give me tips. I just get comfortable making real drinks. My friends absolutely love me to make drinks. I mean, I've been making drinks for years, so it's not like I don't have experience. I just haven't gotten behind a professional bar. I haven't been behind one for that long, but I definitely am confident behind the bar. That was the whole point of getting behind the bar. I didn't get paid, unfortunately, but it was just about getting experience and getting comfortable with how an actual bar works.
Okay. So do you have any questions for me at this time?
Well, if I were at an actual establishment,
No,
I would be a little familiar with the place, and so I would have questions.
Such as?
Like what their typical weeknights are, how busy they get on the weekends, what are their busiest hours. I would inquire more about their happy hour, their specials, what the most popular ones are.
Anything else?
Actually, I got a good question from browsing.
Okay.
Actually, with
Sure.
That's the question.
So another part of this deal is you're going to be handling a lot of cash money
Yes.
in your hands and making change. How are your skills with that?
I mean, I know how to do it. I've been a cashier before. I've had to handle the money. You just want to make sure that you and the customer are very clear on what they're giving you and what they owe and how much they require to get back. And you also have to be very clear on what you're putting in the register, especially if you get distracted after that goes in. So I always like to take the change out before I put their bill in.
All right. Thank you, and we'll get back to you.
Yes. Thanks.
Cool. Stop recording.
Mm-hmm.